In the swirling heart of professional wrestling, where feuds ignite and alliances shift as quickly as the spotlight changes, few decisions can send shockwaves through the industry quite like a top star's departure from a longtime home. Enter Seth Rollins, a name synonymous with excellence in WWE, who made the bold leap to All Elite Wrestling AEW. But what drove this decorated champion to trade the familiarity of WWE's glittering arena for the emerging possibilities of AEW? At the core of Seth Rollins' departure lies a yearning for creative freedom, the lifeblood of artistic expression in any profession. Within WWE, Rollins was often viewed as a cornerstone talent. A multi-time world champion, he electrified the ring with his high-flying maneuvers and compelling storytelling. However, as the WWE machine operates under a singular vision, the restrictive nature of its creative process began to weigh heavily on the artist. Imagine being a world-class musician, but for years, every note you play is dictated by someone else, with little room to explore your melodies. This feeling resonated with Rollins. Reports suggest that he sought more involvement in shaping his character and storylines, aspiring to create the most compelling version of himself, the true essence of an artist yearning for creative input. As WWE began to streamline its narrative, it became evident that this artistic restlessness would not be satiated within the confines of its structure. When AEW burst onto the scene in 2019, it disrupted the wrestling landscape, revitalizing the genre's dynamism and introducing a platform that championed innovation. Set in an environment where talents had more input on their character arcs, AEW offered an alluring canvas for Rollins to paint his dreams. With a roster filled with creative minds and some of wrestling's giants, Rollins saw an opportunity to explore new collaborations and refreshing storylines that would challenge him in novel ways. The ethos of AEW, embracing a wider array of wrestling styles, storytelling approaches, and an audience-driven focus, was a siren call to a performer like Rollins, who thrives on not just wrestling prowess, but also storytelling depth. He envisioned a chance to not only evolve as an individual performer, but also to contribute to a collective that prioritized narrative. Another crucial element of Rollins' choice was the changing tides of the wrestling community. The fans once solely devoted to WWE began to gravitate towards AEW not solely for the alternative wrestling style, but for a resurgence of a sense of community, connection, and authenticity. Wrestlers were encouraged to tell their stories, engage in social media, and bask in the warmth of fan interactions, forging real bonds. For an athlete like Rollins, who had thrived on fan engagement throughout his career, this connection was not just welcoming, it was imperative. As the sands of time shift, the wrestling world prepares for an exciting new chapter.